Yeah, Babylon is falling to rise no more. Babylon is falling to rise no more. Falling to rise no more. Falling to rise no more. I'm taking a look in the streets. It's really every day what I see. We constantly searching for peace. My people just wanna be free. We tired of the cell blocks and the bullshit. That lying nigga in the pulpit. Same shit, but a different day. I speak truth, they ain't come to play. You in the way, better move, nigga. That follow no way gon' be cruel, nigga. Say you're gonna get that tool, nigga. Matter of fact, get you by two, nigga. You see the sign that's in front of you? That's in the rough from up under you. Shit is gonna fall, yeah, I promise you. Make up your mind what you gonna do. You heard it? Now listen. Your life, my business. You are my brother. We need each other. This truth, I live it. I will defend it. You are my brother. You are my brother. Yeah. Babylon is falling to rise no more. Babylon is falling to rise no more. To rise no more. Falling to rise no more. Hey, my brother. Get your hands up, it's a war now. Take a good look at this world. It's time to go hard, don't be scared now. I know you're feeling the stress. Look on your face, yeah, and I need some help. But we made it happen with less. You and my blood, I feel what you felt. Destruction on every corner. Every day I feel like a loner. Keeping the faith, that is my armor. This is a test, but nothing can harm you. Don't be scared of truth when you hear it. Don't compromise your spirit. Don't be trying to live like these white folks. Don't be trying to chill with these white folks. Brotherhood is a weapon, and that's the shit that I stand for. If you keep the law and live it, now you a nigga I stand for. Got no time for that fake shit. That shit I can't stand, bro. Still believe in that flag. So what the hell do you stand for? Yeah. Babylon is falling to rise no more. Babylon is falling to rise no more. To rise no more. Falling to
Shalom, Israel. Clap it up. Welcome again to another I.S.U.P.K Wednesday night law class. My name is Priest and Officer 500, Tired One, Banyamian, out of I.S.U.P.K Jamaica, under Commanding General YAHANNA. Commanding General YAHANNA is the one man with the rank and the authority to lead Israel till Jesus or Christ come. You understand? And also, I.S.U.P.K is the home of the truth. If you are not in the I.S.U.P.K, your hell sure is not in the truth. You're not following Christ, you might as well be some Christian. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So if you're in some fake Hebrew Israelite group out there, we think we don't have the truth too. You know what I mean? We don't know how we're going to work out that. You understand? All right, so we're upon the topic of the dark ages. And the oppressor is a damn liar, right? Everything that we learn over here under this oppressor was programming. You know what I mean? And the programming, you know what I mean, it was very important for the oppressor program the slaves. You understand? Because after you beat and torture people for hundreds of years, you can't make them know themselves. You know what I mean? That coming like you assign your own a death wish. You understand? So meanwhile, we were in slavery under this oppressor was, you know what I mean, devising how him could keep us, you know what I mean, from knowing ourselves and getting revenge. You know what I mean? And part of it was lying on history. You know what I mean? Lying on the Bible, which lying on the Bible was happening long before even our slavery over here under this oppressor. You know what I mean? From the time of a black man named King James. You know what I mean? The Roman Catholics, they were wanting to paint their own image in our records. Our records being the Bible. You understand? So, yeah, them have a time where they call it Dark Ages, where them claim that information was, you know what I mean, was first thing them say is the information for that time period, you know what I mean, is not forthcoming, meaning them can't, you know what I mean, acquire the records of those times. And that is a lie. Because this oppressor can find information about civilizations thousands of years ago. And you tell me, say the Dark Ages, which was, you know what I mean, the last millennia, the last 1,000 years, you can't find nothing. Obviously, my eyes up, right? And him call it the Dark Ages for a reason. See? Him also said during that time, mankind was in a slump and there was no innovation taking place. So him basically paint a bad picture on those periods of time. You know what I mean? And for a reason. Because that was the period of time when black people was ruling, you know what I mean, Europe. You know what I mean? This oppressor he was, you know what I mean, he was relegated during that time period because before that, Rome was ruling the earth. You know what I mean? Christ, during the time of Christ, Rome was the rulers on this earth. See, the Roman Empire, we know y'all hear about the Roman Empire. You see? Well, that is an empire of oppressors. You know what I mean? White people, before that was the Greeks. You understand? Now, after the Roman Empire, you know what I mean, basically fell. Now, the way they call it now, the power swing over, you know what I mean, over to black people now. You understand? To dark skinned people. You know what I mean? And specifically, me I talk now about the Israelites. You understand? And we rule Europe. Hence, you have a man called King James. And there's a lot of lies being told on King James, which comes from the same oppressor, which comes from the Roman Catholic Church. And our people believe it. You know what I mean? Our people believe that lie, and that lie is the reason why our people reject the Bible. You understand? Them certainly did not come from Africa. You know what I mean? Jim in can. To your question, where did these black people come from? Not Africa. Of course, they did have some Moors, which were black Arabs. You know what I mean? Who was in Spain. You understand? But the Africans lived in Africa. You know what I mean? We eventually ended up in Africa too. See? But these were not Africans who ruled Europe, if that's what you're alluding to. Understand? So, all right. So let's just break it down now. So, as me tell you, the Dark Ages was a time when black people ruled Europe. See? You had a man called King James who was a black man, which today is portrayed as a white man. This is King James. This is the original picture of King James. And now I see it right now, but let me put it up on the screen over on YouTube. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. So you can give me a second. So everybody can see it. And this is common knowledge, I know. This is not even something where we have a convey. Once upon a time, the I.S.U.P.K have to be debating with our people. You know what I mean? That King James is actually a black man. No, that's a common knowledge. You see me? I don't think this is anything. This is something where you can Google. You understand? This is simply Googleable. You don't really have to jump over no hoops and no hurdles to get this information. See? 1 second. Yeah, save the image. Give me a second. All right, let me just share the website. All right. All right, so this way you see on the screen, I'm gonna put it up. This man right here, this black man right here, may I zoom in, is King James. Right? Website up poor. But anyway, yeah, see it. Saying this is King James, a black man, right? And not only King James, but many other popular people that, you know what I mean, the oppressor paint as being themselves. The black who lived in the dark ages. You know what I mean? Like Shakespeare, for example, was a black man. You know what I mean? The greatest poet to ever walk the face of the earth. Shakespeare was a black man. You see? Who else? I don't remember right now. But the main person that this oppressor paint and switch out his image to being himself is a man called Jesus Christ, or YAHANNA. You understand? That is the main image, and the Bible tells us that would happen. Now, the point of me I try to make with this is everything this oppressor taught us over here was a lie. You know what I mean? Let me try make a modern day example of what me I tell you about. You know how everybody is on TikTok right now, right? And they must scroll and then basically connect to the world. Them can see what going over China, over Japan, and so forth, right? But if you watch America's media, even Jamaican media, because Jamaican media is, you know what I mean, the regurgitation of America's media. See, if you watch the American media, you would think China is some, what do I call it now? Some sweatshop, slave labor country that is air polluted. You know what I mean? But a thing happen with here where them say them are going to ban TikTok and people, remember, I know TikTok is already a Chinese website and people are still a little bit of China. You know? And this is not, me not glorifying China, but just to give you an example. See? But because of the ban, many people go over to a completely Chinese website called Red Note. And over there, them get to see China in its, you know what I mean, its entirety. And them see the Chinese people live better than them. The American people, them see the Chinese people live better than them and do better than them. And them shocked and them think America was heaven. And them wonder why them are suffering in America. Meanwhile, the people in America say I suffer, I do better. It's the same thing. We over here in this captivity will start something that was not the facts when you go outside of this captivity. Outside of this evil kingdom that we are enslaved under, the truth is out there. Outside of the history taught to us by this oppressor, which we had no other source. You know what I mean? We had no other source of information than what this oppressor gave to us. Outside of that was the truth. And the truth is, the Dark Ages was a time ruled by Black people in Europe. And that is the reason why the oppressor claimed that there is no information available about that time period. And that was a time period where nothing much was taking place. Until the Renaissance period, where the oppressor now starts push white supremacy. This is when the oppressor start coming out of him, you know what I mean, the bottomless pit, like what the Bible said. I'm paraphrasing. You know what I mean? The wound that was healed. So him start come up back now and him start push white supremacy. Him start divide mankind into, you know what I mean, groups of people. you know what I mean, Negroid, what they call it, Mongoloid, our Caucasoid, and them thing that him make it seem like the Caucasoid, which is the Caucasian, is the superior people. You understand? So him start pushing white supremacy. Some German, you know what I mean, intellectual was behind this. You see, in which we know that, may I sidebar a bit, in England, after them unalive King James and them banish him grandson, Zane, it was the Germans who sat on the throne, and that is where Queen Elizabeth and them come from. You see me? They are the original white supremacists. You understand? So now, them start push this new doctrine. You know what I mean? Them start push what you call it now, Darwin theory. Survival of the fittest. What them call it now? It slip me. I now remember. See, there's this theory about it's not manifest destiny. Is it manifest destiny? I now remember. I'm not sure if I manifest destiny. But you know what I mean? Them basically I say like the evil that them basically I justify the evil that them do for gain power. And I tell you say basically this is how it's supposed to be. You understand? So you start have white supremacy start push. You know what I mean? You start have the whitewashing of history. So figures in history who was black is now being painted as white and portrayed as white. And we as the slaves over here had no other source because we are in captivity under this oppressor. Where else we would have gotten our information from to know better? Nowhere else. We don't have the other source. We are in captivity. We can't leave as we please. We can't go and come as we please. We are slaves. So whatever this oppressor taught to us, we believe. And we believe that Jesus is black. Slakia, we believe that Jesus is white. We believe everything about history that this oppressor tell us. You know what I mean? And we worship in him Christianity. And we you know what I mean? And it's so way to call it now. It's ironic that the very Bible we have in front of we belongs to us, but we take him Christianity. But how would we have known? That's why we give thanks for the I.S.U.P.K and the commanding general YAHANNA, who bring it out to the children of Israel over here. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian, that you are the people of the book. This is your record stolen from you by the very man who enslaved and took your identity from you. Stole your identity from you. You don't even know who you were. Them give you the impression, all right. You have a, whoever heard about, what is it, the Mayans? The Mayans. Whoever heard about the Mayans? This oppressor give you the impression that the Mayans was thousands and thousands of years ago. You know what I mean? The Mayans, they lived in the Americas and their kingdom was thousands and thousands. That's the impression he give you. When this blasted oppressor unalived the Mayans, he's the one that genocided the Mayans. No, the Mayans are Catholics. And you know why I'm doing it as well? Whenever I speak about the Mayans, I speak about the Mayans in a positive way. But he can't make it be known that the Mayans was Hispanics or Arawak brothers. So he make it seem like it's thousands of years ago. You understand? Because there are things that this oppressor stole from the Mayans that is profitable to him. So him is either him ridicule the Mayans or him big up the Mayans and make it seem like the Mayans is this distant civilization. Meanwhile, the Mayans are trying to come across the border between America and Mexico. You understand? Those are the Mayans. Those are the Aztecs. trying to get a better way of life. Let me not say better way of life. Trying to survive, trying to cross the border so they can get a job in America because America stole them land and now call them illegal citizens in them own land. This is the characteristics of this oppressor, this beast that rule over us. You understand? Who whitewash our history and stole our identity and call us a different name. You understand? Let me find that in the Bible now. See? In the meanwhile, remember, like, share, subscribe, you know the thing go. All right, we're going to jump to the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. And if you have questions or statements, feel free for us to throw it in the chat. You know the thing already. You know what I mean? We will definitely interact with you. You understand? Big up yourself. Shalom, YAHANNA, YAHANNA, Mariah, Ya Allah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. If you don't have questions, feel free to type it in. You know what I mean? This is the book of Job. Job chapter 9 and verse 24. And it says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. No. The question you should ask right now, who is ruling the earth today? According to the scripture, it's the wicked. And anybody you see ruling the earth today is the wicked. You understand? Let me read again. Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, meaning the wicked rules the earth. See? Listen. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. Let me read again. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. So this wicked cover the face of the judges. Who are the judges? The prophets. Yahawashi, which is Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? The righteous men that, you know what I mean, are the representative of the Most High. This wicked cover their faces. What it means to cover their face. To hide them. Hide what them look like. Hence the reason why you think Jesus is black. You think King James is black. You think the prophets of the Bible are black. And last but not least, you think the Israelites. Slack, yeah, let me say that correctly. That is the reason why you think Jesus is white. You think King James is white. Then you think the prophets are white. You think the children of Israel are white people. You understand? Because this oppressor, this wicked, cover them faces, them whitewash the imagery. You understand? And you could have never known because you were under this oppressor. Let me read it again. See in Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, now it asks a question. If not, where and who is he? This is like a riddle. And the Bible is like a book of parables and riddles and, you know what I mean, and proverbs. You know what I mean? The Bible is not a novel. You don't read the Bible like you read a novel. You understand? So it asks you a riddle. If not, where and who is he? You know the Christian mind I go say? Me not understand this, my God. This not say no. But this asks a crucial question. This make you know say the wicked is right in front of you. If I know him, where and who is he? Who is the wicked? Because of Christianity, you don't think the oppressor is the wicked. You understand? Because of the same whitewashing that took place. Because of that white Jesus. That white Jesus make you look at white people in a positive light. even though you know the history of these oppressors. You understand? Even though you know this oppressor have enslaved and tortured your people for 400 years, you still look at them in a positive light because in your mind, your Christian mind, the greatest man to walk the face of the earth, Jesus Christ, is white. And to top it all off, the Christian church teach that he is God. So God is white in your Christian mind. You understand? So therefore, you don't see the scripture don't make any sense to you. Let me put it back up on the screen. The scripture fly over a Christian's head. Let me read it again. Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, meaning the wicked rules the earth. Who rules the earth? White people, the oppressor. They rule the earth. The Bible is not, you know what I mean, a fictional book. It's talking about reality. It's talking about, you know what I mean, what's going on in the earth. See? See, somebody named King said, the white man rule the earth, and King is absolutely correct. So the oppressor, the white man, is the wicked. That is what the Bible I tell you. See? Let me continue. It said, he covereth the faces of the judges thereof. What do you mean by cover the face of the judges? Who is the main judge of the Bible? Who will come and judge this earth? Yahawashi Mashiach, which is Jesus Christ, is the main judge. The other judge is the prophets and the children of Israel. This oppressor cover them face, or him cover them face, whitewashing. Now, you see that white image of Jesus Christ in all your pamphlets when you go to church. You understand? All the pamphlets and the what they call it, the little articles that them have some pictorial representation of Jesus Christ in that church. Jesus is always a white man. And when you ask the Christian, well, why them always paint Jesus as white? Them say what? What do them let me see if anybody know what I go on right or so. When you ask a Christian, how come you always portray Jesus as white? What them always say? Let me see if anybody I think. What them always say? What is the answer them always give? When you say, but the Bible said Jesus black, so how now show a white picture of Jesus? What them always say? Let's see if anybody I think. We have been around, you know what I mean, quite, you know what I mean, a few times. We have been around, you know what I mean, we have been talking to Christians, you know what I mean, very often, almost on a daily basis, you know what I mean? So we know them responses, see? But when we see if any of you know the Christian response to what I just said. When you say to a Christian, the Bible says Jesus have skin of bronze and ear of wool, like black people. Why every time I come out of church and me, especially Jehovah Witness, and me this picture book with a white Jesus in it? Why? What the Christian ever say? All right, recommend say, don't worry about color, them say. You almost got it. You're right, you know. Mariah Allah said, if I could, they say, why does color matter? That is it. Them always said color do not matter. Well, color obviously matter to somebody because every time you hand me a pamphlet when I'm passing up on the road talking about the Jehovah Witness, see, Jesus is always white in it. So color matter to somebody. Maybe you who are a descendant of a slave in this oppressor religion, you think color don't matter. You understand? You think color don't matter, but it matter to the head of your church, which are who? The white people who founded your church and who run your church. Because Christianity is white supremacy. And that is the reason why that white picture was given. You understand? Because Christianity is white supremacy. You understand? And has nothing at all to do with the Bible. Let me read it again. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. So that is the reason why Jesus' face was covered. And instead of being portrayed as a black man, he was portrayed as a white man because the wicked did this. See? Let me continue. If not, where? So if not, if the man who rule the earth right now is not the wicked, where is the wicked? And who is he? You know the oppressor would want you think? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the wicked. That oppressor would want you to think that those people trying to cross the US border between Mexico and America, who are trying to seek a better life, Donald Trump would want you to think that they are the wicked when they were the ones who was robbed of them own land and then now being told that they need a visa to come to them own land. And if them cross the border and come back in them land, them are illegal aliens. Those people are not the wicked, but the wicked would have done something like that. The wicked would have robbed, unalived, torture somebody, push them out of them own land, and then tell them, say they need a visa to come back to them land. That's the wicked. And that's the oppressor. That is Donald Trump. That is Elon Musk. You understand? Elon Musk did something so blatant the other day at Donald Trump inauguration. Him did the Nazi salute, brawling on TV, on live TV. And guess what? The nation of wicked did. Guess what other oppressors try to do? Say it's the Roman salute. Well, let me go as far as tell you this. There's no different from the Romans. No, there's no difference between the Roman salute and the Nazi salute. Because the Romans were the first white supremacists. They were the ones who paint Jesus as being white. You understand? So if they might try water it down for say it's the Roman salute, it's still white supremacy. Which we know it's the Nazi salute him do. It's the Nazi salute. So Elon Musk show him true colors, no pun intended, that him is a Nazi. You know what I mean? And we know Nazis are white supremacists. You know what I mean? And if you Google the religion of Elon Musk, what would that be? Let me see if I can find it. See? Let me see if I can find it. Elon Musk has described himself as a cultural Christian. Elon Musk is a Christian. And let me tell you something else. So was Adolf Hitler. And let me tell you something else. So was what's his name? Christopher Columbus, who came over here and unalived our native brothers. You understand? So is the Ku Klux Klan. The Ku Klux Klan are Christians. You understand? And Elon Musk, let me find the picture of Elon Musk and him Nazi salute. It's for those who don't know. Let me just put it up on the screen. See? Here it is. Hold on. Here it is. Elon Musk Nazi salute. See? Elon Musk Nazi salute. Elon Musk is a Christian. So when we tell you, say, Christianity is white supremacy, we are not reaching, we not reach. Christianity was founded on white supremacy. Hence the reason why the early Christians gave you a white Jesus. The early Christians were the Roman Catholic. They are the original Christianity. You understand? They give you that white Jesus to say what? Jesus looks like them and not like what the Bible says. You understand? And this is no different from the Renaissance period where them paint King James as being white and everybody who was great during the Dark Ages as being white. And the reason why them call that period the Dark Ages is not because nothing was happening during that period. It was because dark-skinned people ruled Europe and them call it the Dark Ages for that reason. You understand? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And you know the old saying, he that win the war gets to tell the tale. And we have lost this war, and this oppressor gets to tell the story. And the story is a lie, a blatant lie, but how would we know? How would we know that we are not Africans? Another thing, Zane, and our people, many of our people who are in the Black conscious community, who think them a fight against white supremacy and the agenda, the oppressor, fall right into the hand of the very same oppressor. Because it was the oppressor who, you know what I mean, gladly told us that we are Africans. Had no bone about it. Ensured that this was taught in schools. See? So you tell me, say, you don't trust the oppressor on one point, but no, you trust the oppressor on another point. I think we should reject everything that we get from the oppressor. You understand? Reject him in religion, reject who himself is, reject him holidays, you know what I mean? All of him ways and him custom over here, we should reject it and we should find it offensive that this oppressor would force us to believe what him believe. You understand? After what he did to us, we should find it offensive. You understand? And the Black conscious community fall into the trap of the oppressor by calling themselves Africans. We are not Africans. You understand? We are not Africans. But how would we know that we are not Africans? We wouldn't know that. That's why we give thanks to Commanding General YAHANNA and the I.S.U.P.K. Because only the I.S.U.P.K. dare to question that. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to think beyond that. It is easy to just accept that we are African. Easy. Them dark skin, we dark skin. Them took some of us from Africa, which our people didn't even know that. I know all that we come from Africa. I know all of us. Yes, are the same people them enslaved, but them never pick us all up at the same place. You understand? So it's easy to believe so we are African because them dark skin, we dark skin. Why even think about it? I one of the hardest obstacle that for cross when it comes to our people. Because, you know what I mean, our people, their mind can't escape the fact that the Africans, them dark skin like we. It's hard to get over that hurdle. When, in my opinion, we don't look nothing like the African them. Me don't know about nobody else, you know. Me can see the difference between an African and a black man. Me can see. Right after the battle, as me look, this man is African. Me not have to guess, me just know, me see him, me look and see African. This woman African, no, is not a black person. You know what I mean? And it will sound confusing to many of our people listening. Because they'll say, no, well, what if you say him Africans them black? What you mean by him is not a black person? Look, man, we them call black people. The Africans them never even call themselves black people. It was the oppressor who called us black people to differentiate between himself and us. Can call himself white. Of course, we're not black. You understand? We're brown. But the people who them call black people as a negative term is the slaves. The Africans weren't called black people because they never over here in a slavery if you get that terminology. You understand? All right, let me see what me have this over here. So. That one. Yeah, so it's hard for our people cross that hurdle. But we are tell you, give thanks to the I.S.U.P.K and the commanding general, YAHANNA, because we are the only ones with the bravery to question that. And by questioning it, we find the truth. We are not Africans. We are the children of Israel. But how would we have known? We couldn't know. Only a few figure it out. And how them figure it out? By reading the Bible, by reading our history. You know what I mean? And see the correlation between us and the Israelites and what the prophecy said would happen to the Israelites. You understand? And see, say it really match up with we. That was the turning point, and that was, you know what I mean, the beginning. That is the only, and that's why we say don't bash the Bible. Because without the Bible, you know what I mean, you can't find your way back to who you are. Never. You can't go find your way back to who you are without the Bible. It's the Bible that give you the clues and tell you. Because everything being fed by the oppressor to you was a blatant lie. Everything was a lie. Something just say, I think it was Captain Malakwal that posted a comment, I think it's on Twitter thread, and him said, the oppressor, the greatest thing the oppressor did was to, you know what I mean, sophisticate the plantation. And that is a very wise statement from Captain of, you know what I mean, Captain Malakwal from Chicago. You know what I mean? Big up the captain. See? Yeah, man, the I.S.U.P.K have some supermen, you know what I mean, who are captains and generals in the I.S.U.P.K. Believe me when I tell you, some man when a normal. See? Yeah, man, that's why we implore if you get inside a school here too and get proper counsel and wisdom. See? Yeah, man, so that was a very wise statement, an excellent statement. The oppressor sophisticated the plantation so much so we didn't even think we are slave. We think we're so free. You know what I mean? The plantation is so sophisticated that we think we're black conscious by calling ourselves Africans. Falling into the oppressor's trap once again. You understand? When all of it, and watch this, and blatantly rejecting the Bible like Muta Baruka, and proudly standing up against the Bible, when the Bible is the only source of history. It is our history book. And the Bible is not anti-black. The Bible is anti-white and everybody else. But nobody took the time. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a double-edged sword. It's either you believe, you know what I mean, Christianity and serve the oppressor and think the Bible is white and think the Bible is talking about white people, or you reject the Bible and fall into the African propaganda that the oppressor said. It's a double-edged sword. And that is the sophistication of the plantation. If you reject the oppressor Christianity, you still fall into another trap. That is how cunning and deceitful this devil is. You understand? And without the Most High raising up brothers in the I.S.U.P.K, our people would have never escaped this lie. Never. Me no see how it would have possible. When me here say me was an Israelite, I say, we are tell me say, you are Israelite? And then as a youth where the Most High have mercy upon and make me find interest in the Bible, everything just start connect. And I say, yeah, me see that over there, so. Me did see that over there, so, but majority of our people never even read the Bible. But you know what them do? Them got church do. And they believe the Christian propaganda. And even when you give them, you read the Bible to them and show them what the Bible said, them still go back to the Christian church. Because the propaganda is so strong. And those who don't love the Christian church for some reason, see, reject the Bible because them tied Christianity with the Bible. And that is the cunningness of this oppressor. I tell you, say, yo, brother, without the UPK, man, we people lost, brother. Because nobody ever stop and say, wait, all right, make we take the Christianity off of the Bible. Hold on. No, the Bible right. Christianity wrong, man. You get what I say? No, people are going to throw the baby with the bath water. But the I.S.U.P.K said, no, man, hold on, man. That book is too good for this oppressor, say a feel. They could research it. They could read. Oh, it's over here said that Solomon black. And we're going to read some black scripture to you now. See, and show you how many times in this Bible. You know what I mean? And many more. We just going to read a few. We just going to read a few. See? How many times in this Bible? See? The Bible depict the people as being black, depict the Most High as being black. You know what I mean? Depict Christ as being black. So, how your pastor miss this? How them scroll over this, so? How them scroll past this? Because of Christianity. You see, the oppressor plan, you know, was not to teach the Bible. It was to teach Christianity. And if you reject, you know what I mean, Christianity, worst case scenario, you reject, you know what I mean, the Bible as well. Him not have no interest in the Bible at all. He only hold it up. Because him know say, is either you going to love him and accept what him tell you about the Bible, or you going to hate him and hate the Bible too. That was him plan. Because him know what him did to us. Him know say, is either you submit to him will, which means you're going to do and believe what him said, or you're going to hate him, but the Bible, you have to hate the Bible too. And that is what so much of them Rastaya and some black conscious people, that's a trap, that's a snare with them falling in. You understand? We will read the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 9, and it said, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. Who is the Ancient of Days? The Ancient of Days is the Most High. Yahweh in the Hebrew, not Yahweh. Yahweh is the oppressor's English translation. Yahweh. You see? So the Most High sit on him throne, right? Whose garment was white as snow. So him have on a white garment. See? And the ear of his head. So the Most High have hair upon him head. I want to listen, you know. The Most High have ear upon him head. See? Like the pure wool. So the Most High have woolly hair, brethren. The Most High have woolly hair. This a woolly hair, you know. A woolly hair, this, you know, on my face, you know. And if me never have been, my locks them, because this are real locks, you know. See? Braids. That is real locks. Not no bingy dread madness. See? If me never have been them, it would have woolly. So the Most High have the same ear texture as me. What you tell me, say? This in the Bible? Oh, them never tell we. Because them sneak your Christianity. Them read the Bible to you and burn your eyes out during slavery when you read it for yourself. We all know the tale. You understand? We all know about Nat Turner. We know about Paul Bogle. No. Paul Bogle is a Jamaican, you know what I mean? We call it now, revolutionary, who read the Bible and it caused a rebellion. And you know, the part of the Bible we read, which they took out of the Bible, was about the very thing that Paul Bogle did. which is the book of 1st and 2nd Maccabees, which them ban in Jamaica, which them call the Maccabee Bible and say a Obia book. Guess what? You know why you read that book because you go do what Paul Bogle do. The Maccabean brothers them fought against the Greeks, which are white people, because they were oppressing them people. Paul Bogle read it and him decide say him going to fight against the same descendants of them same people. Me don't know if it did occur to Paul Bogle say the Maccabees, them are film people. Me don't know if it did occur to him say, yo, you know, say maybe, me don't know, because he was a Christian pastor. See? However, by reading the Bible, he never feel that God love everybody, Christian love them. Him start pre-rebellion. And that is the spirit of the Bible. And when I tell you, if you go burn down the courthouse now, and that we are telling you, we just show you, say the spirit of the Bible is not to be any subject and slave to our oppressor. That is Christianity. You understand? Somebody say, we are not Africans. You see me? We are Israel. Yeah, man. Ever Sterling, big up yourself. Yeah, man. We are not African, brother. No come tie with them people there. We are not them. Them are the people where sell we to the oppressor because we never come from for them land. And me always make some analogy and say, all right, if we are African, how 1 billion Africans can do with 2 million, let's say 2 million Jamaicans did. How them can do what we do? Why them have to copy we? I mean, if me come from you and so much of you over there, so you should have do way more than what me I do, because me get what me get from you. Unless me and you different. Unless me better than you. And that is what Jamaicans need to understand, that we are better than these Africans. Understand? Better. Stop calling yourself Africans. To call yourself African is a relegation. You see me? Yeah, man, it's a relegation. Don't call yourself African. You understand? Stop it. Yeah, man. Stop calling yourself African, man. Them African, you hate you like how white people hate you, you know. Them like your reggae music, though. Them like your dancer. You understand? And guess what? These Africans don't have the morality that you have. We know right now the morality of our people in the dirt. You understand? We know say our people morality not really too upright and all still, you know. But don't think so the Africans them have any to begin with. Them Africans will do anything. Yeah, them Africans don't even have cleanliness morality. Them people that pave them floor with doo-doo. I wonder why we people can't see it. So we are not African. Look how they behave. A regular African is like a mad person to it. A person who sit on the road naked, mad, dirty, and walk go to the next side. That is the regular African. If you not give him some sort of civilized, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you not civilize him a little bit, that is him way of life. But no care how poor we is, cleanliness is a thing, bro. Certain things we not do, we not touch. Even though, as me say, we morality kind of in the dirt, you know, still. But we still not like them, bro. We not still like them. You hear what that person I say? West Indian people. All right, the West Indian people. We are referred to. Vanguard asks, where do West Indian people come from? May I ask, be more specific? You talk about the Taino Indians, them, and the Arawak. Let me know. In the meanwhile, may I jump to another scripture. May I jump to the book of Revelations 1, and we'll read from 13 to 15. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 30. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man. Who is the Son of Man? Jesus Christ. Yeah, all right, so him say Grenada and Jamaican people. Oh, you thought the black people, we come, many of us was rounded up on the west coast of Africa. We know that many Jamaicans came from Scotland, Ireland, and England. See? So many of the people in the Bahamas and Trinidad as well. Is it Trinidad or Barbados? Barbados. See? Come from England and Scotland as a result of them losing the battle between, you know what I mean, them and the now white people them were rule England today. Now, I mean, many of them was just banished into slavery. See? And imprisoned, some unalive during the Jacobite rebellion. You understand? So most of us came from the west coast of Africa, but another set of us came from Europe, because the children of Israel did not live only in the west coast of Africa, but also in Europe and different parts, you know what I mean? Which eventually, like what the Bible said would happen, we would go into slavery by the means of ships. No African went into slavery by the means of ships, only Israelites, like what the Bible prophecy said, like what the foreparents wrote, that happened to it. See? You understand? So I hope that answers your question. See? All right. So this is talking about Christ, Revelation 1 and verse 13. See? And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, that is talking about Yahawashi Mashiach or Jesus Christ. See? Clothed with a garment down to the foot. So more than a long garment. You understand? And girded, Slakia, and girt, which is a girdle. You see the brothers in the I.S.U.P.K wear that same girdle. See? Like a war belt. See? And girt about the paps with a golden girdle. Right. Let me continue read it. It said, 14, his head and his ear were white like wool. So the ear upon him head and the ear upon him face was white and woolly. White was the color, wool was the texture of his ear. Same like we just read about the Most High himself had woolly hair. Jesus had woolly hair too. Because both Jesus and the Most High himself had black people features. Which means Jesus is not white and the Most High is not white neither, like where the oppressor like a portray in images. You understand? So let me read again. His head and his hair were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes was as flame of fire. Right, talking about him had red eyes. See, verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass. Now, what color is brass? Brass is brown. Brass is the color. All right, if you see them make a statue of Usain Bolt, you know what I mean? That is what brass is. Brass is a dark brown color. So it's saying his feet was like unto fine brass. So not only him have woolly hair, but him had brown skin. See? As if they burn in a furnace. So if you put anything in a furnace, what that mean? It means that, 1 second. Slacky about that. If you put anything in a furnace, it get darker. So Christ was a dark skinned brown man. See? Or a dark skinned black man. Right? All right, let me jump to another one. We're going to jump back to Daniel. We're going to jump back to Daniel 10. And we're going to read about Daniel's vision of Christ. And it's going to give a more vivid, you know what I mean, picture of Christ. Daniel chapter 10, let's read from 5. We'll read 5 and 6. See? This is the book of Daniel chapter 10 and verse 5. And it said, then I lifted up mine eyes and looked, And behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz. So you see the same man with a golden girdle, fine gold, like we're reading in Revelations a while ago about Christ, right? Verse 6, his body was like the beryl, talking about his garment. Beryl is a green color. Beryl is green. See? And his face has the appearance of lightning. What that mean? It don't mean that his face was striking like lightning. It means him have a stern countenance. See? Serious look. Right? And his eyes as lamp of fire. Just like what Revelation said. Revelation said his eyes was like a flame of fire. See? Let me continue reading. His arms. See? His arms and his feet like in color. Now it show you where Revelations did a say. Color, his arms and his feet, the color of his arms and his feet in color to polish brass. So his hands and his feet was brown like brass. You understand them things in the Bible? See? And the voice of his words like the voice of a multitude, meaning he had a rough, strong, masculine voice. You understand? This is Jesus Christ. His arms and his feet were brown like brass. Like what Revelation said, his feet was like brass as if it burned in a furnace. His ear was like wool. This is Jesus, black man. You understand? But as me said, this oppressor teach us something different, and how would we have known different? Because everything we learn from this oppressor. We learn who we are from this oppressor and we accept it. It teaches us that we are African and we accept it. And some of our people, as me say, run with it with pride, thinking that they must stick it to the oppressor, but them just fall to another trap that the oppressor is. Layers and layers of trap that this oppressor set. Make sure, hey, when you enslave a people, you know, man, 400 years and them still live amongst you, you have to set traps and traps and traps to make them stumble along the way, you know. You understand? Okay, I think Mariah Allah, where I refer to? Zin? Yeah, man, them set layers and layers and layers of snares and traps that you will never find back your way. Because finding back your way is the end of Fiend Kingdom. You know that. Once the slaves them wake up, the kingdom can't continue. So guess him know that. Him know that. So hear him do, him set layers and layers of. Why you think the Christian church is the only institution that the oppressor allow for flourish in the black community? Why you think? Why you think you're allowed to be a Christian and you're not allowed to be an Israelite? Nick Cannon came out and said he was an Israelite and he must apologize for claiming. I thought you had freedom of religion. They claim we are a religion, you know, which we are not. But if you claim we are religion, I thought there's freedom of religion. Apparently not. He must to apologize. Kanye West the same. He must apologize and him lose billions of dollars. Them just taking money, just thieving money. Just take it. Money where him have, you know. Just take it from him. And make him have to come and apologize. See? Kyrie Irving have to apologize. He's saying that you're an Israelite, you have to apologize. You understand? Because that is the one identity that them don't allow you for, you know what I mean, to claim. Because that is a true identity. And that goes against all the layers that them set to keep you away from who you are. Them have to nip that in the bud right away. Once you claim you're an Israelite, them have the hammer come down quick. You understand? We'll jump to some more scriptures. Let's jump to let me check the time. All right. See what I go on here. All right. We'll jump to Songs of Solomon 1 and 5. Remember again, tap up the screen, like, share, subscribe, depending on the platform you're watching on. Remember to follow this page. This is I.S.U.P.K Jamaica under commanding General YAHANNA. See? Yeah, man. Slakia. Let's jump to Jeremiah first. I jump to Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse 2. See? All right, this is the book of Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse 2, and it says, Judah mourneth. Mean Judah is in mourning. Who is Judah? Yeah, brother. Message. In terms of the Sumerian clay tablets, we don't research. All right, me personally, we don't research it, but we know, you know a little about the Sumerian Empire. It's Mesopotamia, you know what I mean? It's ancient Babylon. It's ancient Ethiopia. There's not much to say about it. We don't go in depth in it, but we just know, say, that's what it is. We take the Bible's account of it, and that is where we you know what I mean? That's the school of thought that we come from, the Bible. So if you are talk about, like, if you refer to like the Anunnaki and them, we don't believe in that. See? That are just, and just best believe that is also oppressors' propaganda. A whole heap of layer thing him about them, man. Some distraction, anything for me couldn't know. Believe in the Bible without Christianity. You understand? Anything. There's so many things we have about there today. Once upon a time, it was just the African thing and the Egypt and Ray. Now you have Anunnaki, you have all sort of thing. You have Nibiru, which is the tie-in with the Anunnaki and them thing there. And they must say Sumeria and Ray. But what we understand about Sumeria is Nimrod ruled Sumeria, and he was an Ethiopian. And he was a wicked bastard. And him think him could have built a tower for fight against the Most High. There was no planet Nibiru circling. Understand? There was no Anunnaki who came and made man, because the Sumerian Empire is after the flood, which God created man way before the flood. You understand? So them things are just not add up. I just be a foolishness where out there, them just throw out there, where them not gonna get people's attention. You understand? And many of it is so mystifying that, you know what I mean, common sense can tell us, say, oh, this is not real. Oh, we don't see nothing like no planet Nibiru, all no. All no, we don't see nothing like the planet Nibiru will come across. Or it not have to be Nibiru, but something must have gone out in a space if you have one planet just a roam around like a spaceship. This planet, it must be a spaceship. It not circle, no orbit. It go where it feel like for go. All right, something else like that must out there. Wait there, we can't see. I just, your presser, him have the monopoly and him tell you what he want to tell you. If him have the internet and him have your data and him know which direction you are going at, and him must say, all right, here what, push that information. You know what I mean? To distract them from this. I mean, I tell you, man, a whole heap of layers of lies, man. Believe me when I tell you, man. Whole heap of distraction. That's why we stay grounded in the scriptures. And it never fail we yet. See? All right, back to this. Jeremiah 14 and 2. Judah mourneth. Who is Judah? Judah is the what I call it, the root word for Jew. The word Jew come from Judah. You know what I mean? You have a man calling himself the Jews today, or the Jewish man. See? which don't even know say the word Jew come from Judah. Him call himself the Jews and don't know say the word Jew come from Judah. That is how, you know what I mean, unattached to our records he is. Him don't get it. See? The Jew comes from Judah. So this is saying the Jews are in mourning. See? So it said Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. What it mean by our gates? Our gates are our government, or judges, or rulership, or leaders. Those are the gates. See? Languish. Languish mean, you know what I mean, they are weakened. You understand? Our leaders have sold us out, sold us up the river. They are the one pushing the oppressor's agenda on us. As a matter of fact, our leaders are unpicked by our oppressor. You understand? So they carry out the agenda of the oppressor. See? So our leadership is weak. See? Let me continue. It said they are black, talking about the Jews. The Jews are black, right? And to the ground, meaning different shade of brown, dark skin. The scripture also says, my people are as a speckled bird, meaning different shade of brown. See? And the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. See, you know what I mean? The Jews are in mourning and suffering and crying. The Jews are not in rulership right now. So the Jewish man could not be the real Jew because him literally ruled the earth. Well, it no look like him have so much rule over the earth anymore because Elon Musk is a blatant Nazi. And we don't see them trying to cancel Elon Musk, but them cancel Kanye West and Kyrie Irving and Nick Cannon if you say them are Jews. But here you have a blatant Nazi who is in government and you now can't him. I guess, you know what I mean, white people stick to white people no matter, you know what I mean, what them belief is. So the Jews can sit, they are so-called Jews, the Jewish man can sit well with the Nazi, with Adolf Hitler, against black people, the real Jews. You can see the agenda clear. Him speak out against what I call it anti-Semitism, which is the Nazi is the most anti-Semitic way I call it now on the earth when it comes to them, because them claim them are the only Semitic, which is lie. See? It's another story. We're not sidebarring that right now. See? But now come to find out the Nazi cool. You have Adolf Hitler literally in a government right now. I want to good with it. But when Kanye West say black people are the real Jews, him lose $7 billion just disappear. I think them call that robbery. I think them call that theft. But nobody are looking to it for say where the man money go. Where money go. Let them can just steal your billions. So it mean, you know what that also mean? You don't care how rich you get as a black person. You're still not in control. And that is the reason why many of the rich people amongst us never speak out against the injustice against us. Because you're rich don't mean power. Kanye West was the richest black man, richer than Jay-Z and Beyonce combined, $7 billion. And the money just get, so now the same thing can happen to Beyonce and Jay-Z. Then you wonder why them not talk up. The money can just get taken away from them. Who take it? No. It just gone. Which means, what? Them make you rich. You understand? And again, money is not power. You're still a slave in a this, no care how much money you have. And them now gonna make you reach a certain level of wealth if you're not willing to sell out the people and keep your mouth shut. Kanye West learn that. And now you follow the agenda. You know you hear talk too much about black people being the Jews anymore. Lock off. Because I want him money. You understand? So it said the Jews are black. And that is what we should understand, that the Jews are black. God people in the Bible, black. We're going to jump to the book of Songs of Solomon, 1 and verse 5. This is the book of Songs of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 5. And this is Solomon speaking. And this is what Solomon said. I am black. Oh, nobody never tell me this. Where are the church ceremonies with this scripture being read? Why the pastor them now read this in our church? Solomon saying black. Let me continue. Oh, ye slacker. I am black, but comely. So you must say him black, but him handsome. Comely mean handsome or beautiful. You know what them like to say? Black is beauty. You understand? Solomon has said the same thing. I am black, but comely. O ye daughters of Jerusalem. So lyrics, him woman them know, you know, him I say, hey, I'm black, you know, but me handsome, you know, man. I want to, you know, man. That the man I say, you know, lyrics, the man I true, you know. Me always say Solomon sing girl tune, which is the songs of Solomon are just be a girl tune. See? And David, him father, sing be a bad man tune. And reality culture tune. You understand? They just read songs of Solomon and Psalms are songs. That's all them is songs. We this man, bad man tune and girl tune, I hate this. But a Christian mind can't see it. You understand? A Christian mind not even have a venture over to Songs of Solomon. The book of Songs of Solomon don't even relevant in the Christian religion. Let me tell you which other books are not relevant in the Christian religion. The Old Testament. Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, not relevant. Which are very crucial scriptures as if you understand who the Israelites are. There's so many scriptures in the Bible that is not relevant in the Christian church, but in the I.S.U.P.K and a command in general, every scripture is relevant. Every, you know what I mean? Christ said, until heaven and earth pass, not one jot or one tittle shall indeed pass from the law. Every jot and every tittle in the Bible is important. Where a Christian church spoon feed the ones that they can manipulate to fit them agenda. You understand? And that is the reason why you think Jesus white. That is the reason why you think the Bible support Christianity. The Bible stand back and look on in a church. I say, what is a joke thing this? What that when me say that? When me say when you do that? Which part me say that the Bible sit back and look. And I say, yo, but me never say that. The Bible and Christianity have nothing at all to do with each other. Nothing. Read it for yourself. Find the patience and look. You understand? Yeah, man. We want, you know what I mean? We need for soon as turn up in the class, them, you know. Give us a call, man. We want soon in an all black twin brothers and sisters. We want soon with an head cover. You know what I mean? In a them class, yeah. Yeah, man. The more the merrier, broader the thing that, you know what I mean, the truth can spread. You know what I mean? Well, all scripture again. I don't remember that scripture there, but it basically I say, you know what I mean, the laborers are few. You know? Yeah, man, that's why I don't see much of it yet. Enough of we know still, but in comparison to the Christian church and Rastafariism, I don't really much of it, because the laborers are few. Because if we don't know forward, you know what I mean, we have a few, we have a little bit, but that's all change. You know what I mean? All right. We'll jump to the book of Acts 13. And Acts 13 and 1. I will show you the origin of the word nigger. See? I will show you who them be that talk to. In the meanwhile, remember to like, share, subscribe. We're not saying nigger is a good word, you know. You see, when I say the word nigger is a good word, of course, black people today, them just say it like it's just a slang word. But it's important to know who was called this in time past, in the time of Christ. See, this is the book of Acts, chapter 13 and verse 1, and it said, Now there were in the church that was at Antioch or Antioch certain prophets and teachers as Barnabas and Simeon that was called Niger. Now, if you do the research on the word Niger, it is a Latin word to mean black, and that is where the word nigger come from. That is how these oppressors start, and these were Romans to begin with, calling us nigger or Niger. So it a come. So when you see white people are call us nigger today, just know that them foreparents used to call us nigger. It's not a word that just magically appeared. You understand? Them been a call with that, and these white people are descendants of them parents, the Romans. So them never get enslaved and cut off from them heritage. So them been a call with that for thousands of years. And since media and radio and TV invent now, we start focus on that word, nigger. But a long time them a call with that from Roman times, from Christ, they are them a call Christ, nigger, and him disciple them nigger. Because we are black people. See? Niger mean black. See? Yeah, man. So we're going to close it off there. Remember to like, share, subscribe. You know what I mean? You know the thing already. We are the I.S.U.P.K Jamaica under commanding General YAHANNA. See? And with that, we're going to jump to the security announcements. If you have questions, you know what I mean, please leave it in the chat. Earth Strength TV, big up yourself. Shalom, brother. See? King, bless up, brother. Yeah, man. Glad for Sony, you know, you see me? Believe me, man. Promise. Big up yourself. Yeah, man. And with that, I'll jump to the security announcements. All right, these are the I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, you can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18 and 21, and Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, and is pronounced ma'aishara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. So go over to isupk.com and pay your tithe, support the truth. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let 2025 be a year when we stop feed those Christian pastors. You know what I mean? And start support the truth. So commanding General YAHANNA can feed the children of Israel. You know what I mean? Just Google I.S.U.P.K food drives and clothes drive, and they will see what I.S.U.P.K and the commanding General YAHANNA is all about. You understand? Yeah, man. We feed blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people. You understand? That is what we do. See? So free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you'd like. Upcoming Holy Convocation, we have the Feast of Purim coming up. You know what I mean? Just tune into I.S.U.P.K for more information. You know what I mean? Of course, you have to keep the holy days that the Most High give to us. You know what I mean? Instead of keeping the holidays, which is a plagiarism, you know what I mean, and a copy of what the Most High gave. Stop celebrating Christmas. Don't celebrate Valentine's Day. Don't celebrate these holidays that the oppressor give us. We should be resentful of them. You understand? Instead, we should celebrate what the Most High gave us. And the Feast of Purim is coming up next, after which the Passover will come up. So just tune into I.S.U.P.K, you know what I mean? So you can get back in line with all the Most High set the thing. You know what I'm saying? You see me? All right, upcoming Holy Convocation, yeah, man, Feast of Purim. Reminding Akiam and Akwatiam to check on social media such as isupk.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for I.S.U.P.K events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he's to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And with that, we're going to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, I.S.U.P.K, Shabbat, I.S.U.P.K, Barak, Yahweh Basham, Yahweh Shai Barakatham. Yadamata, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters, men of Israel, I.S.U.P.K, Shabbat, I.S.U.P.K, Barak, Yahweh Shamar, Alathan Basham, Yahweh Shai. Understand? With that, class dismissed. All right, so Friday, breakdown podcast, you know what I mean, between 8:30 and 9. Remember to tune in. You understand? The breakdown podcast is where we break down the strongholds that affect our people. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So just tune in. Last show was very interesting. You know what I mean? You can go over to I.S.U.P.K Jamaica and just watch the last show. Just search. I think it was episode 81. Yeah, man. Just search for the breakdown podcast. Also, we have a TikTok page. You know what I mean? The breakdown podcast page. _breakdown_podcast. You know what I mean? On TikTok. Follow that page as well. And with that, shalom.
See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. Hey, hey. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left. I can tell you what it trap. Who can I trust? Second guessing everything. Who can I love? I remember sleeping on the floor, ready for whatever. I was sleeping by the door. I was down bad, didn't want no one to know. I was on my own, didn't have nowhere to go. Everything I seen was a test. I was born to be a soldier, nothing less. This is the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. See, I was born to be a soldier. This is the life that I chose. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. This is the life that I chose. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left. All black, looking for and try me on my brothers, and I'll be moving bodies for